So today we are going to see the verses of a Gita Mahatmyam which occurs in the Varaha Purana. You know, the Puranas were composed by Vedavyasa, 18 Puranas, and Varaha Purana is one of them, in which there is a dialogue between Mahavishnu and Mahalakshmi as Bhudevi, yeah? And also known as Dhara or Vasundhara. Now, Vasundhara is a beautiful name. Vasu means wealth. So this Dhara or our Mother Earth, she has abundant wealth, gold, silver, petrol, everything she only gives, right? So that is, all these are names for Goddess Earth. So Goddess Earth or Bhudevi is asking Mahavishnu, oh Prabhu, what is the way out of suffering in Kali Yuga for the Jiva? Yeah? And how to develop that Avyabhicharini Bhakti. Avyabhicharini Bhakti means a bhakti that is na vyabhicharati. Na vyabhicharati means does not waver. Yeah? It's not that we have bhakti one day towards Bhagwan and another time not. Yeah? So the constant, unflinching, unwavering bhakti, how to develop towards you, Bhagwan. Yeah? So this is her question to Mahavishnu, and his answer is simply attend Gita classes. That is going to be the main message of this entire verses that we're going to see, but with a lot of Palishrutis. Yeah, so study the Gita, be a Gita Abhyasa Rataha. You know, Rataha means the one who revels, Ram Dhatu. Like Bharata. Remember, Rata comes there. The one who revels in Bhas, the knowledge, is a Bharatiya, all of us. Yeah? So similarly, Gita Abhyasa Rataha, the one who revels and who enjoys listening and studying, doing vichara on the Gita, will be free from suffering, is going to be the answer of Mahavishnu. Now why does Goddess Earth ask this question is because all other relationships, you know, that we have in life, they will maximum last how long? One lifetime, right? Sooner or later, we are going to lose Namarupas, you know, before us or, you know, after us. But the fundamental relationship is that of relating to Bhagavan. So this is called the fundamental role of a devotee. And all other roles, sister, daughter, wife, husband, neighbor, citizen, they all come and go. They're all mithya roles. But this is the Satyam role. And hence, Goddess Earth, Bhudevi says, how to have that devotion towards you. And Bhagavan is also going to say, Gita study, of course, and also keep the Gita book at home and the photo also. Now, in our culture, somehow the misconception has crept in that we should not keep the Mahabharatam and the Gita book at home because people are afraid there will be family disputes and quarrels and misunderstandings. So, you know the joke Buddha Swamiji says, as though these quarrels are not going to happen if you don't have the books. So, as per the prarabdha, and events are going to happen. But Mahabharatam's original name is Jayam. It used to be called Jayam. Yeah? And Jayam is victory. So it is the book of Dharma. Yeah? And Bhagavad Gita definitely should be kept in homes. And not only Gita, we have seen our parents and their parents, you know, doing constant Parayanam, right? Sundarakanda, Bhagavatam, and Ramayana, constantly. And this also creates not only a subtle vibration in the home environment, but also a curiosity in the children. Yeah? So a samskara will be created just by seen the same book, you know, around, and then everybody will wonder, you know, why is Pati reading this book? And so that creates a samskara, you know, a subtle impression, and that is also very, very valuable. So all this Bhagavan Vishnu is going to answer in response to the question put by Sri Devi, Bhudevi. So let me share those verses and then we'll go on. The greatness of the Gita. So this is Gita Mahatmyam, and we will just go from one verse to the next without dwelling too much on any verse like I do in the Gita. So let us start. So verse 1 is Dharo Vacha. There is a sandhi here. I'm sure Sanskrit students can spot that. Dhara Uvacha. Puna sandhi. Dhara Uvacha. Dhara is Vasundhara, goddess earth. So mother said or asked, Bhagavan Parameshana Bhaktirabhyabhicharini Bhagavan Parameshana Bhaktirabhyabhicharini Prarabdham Bhujyamanasya Prarabdham Bhujyamanasya Katham bhavati he Prabho Katham bhavati he Prabho Bhagavan Parameshana Bhaktirabhyabhicharini Prarabdham Bhujyamanasya Katham bhavati he Prabho. So Dhara or Bhudevi addresses Mahavishnu in 3 words in this shloka. You can make out Bhagavan, Parameshana, Prabho. All this is the case 8, Sambodhana. O Bhagavan, O Parameshana, O Prabho, Bhaktihi Abhyavicharini. I told you the meaning. Abhyavicharini means unflinching, constant, unwavering bhakti. And we have seen the stages of bhakti in the Gita, chapter 12, and later also, how initially the bhakti towards Bhagavan will be for some end in view. I want to gain something or be free from something undesirable. But here, this bhakti is the bhakti towards the higher principle for Bhagavan himself. So that bhakti, Abhyavicharini bhakti, Katham bhavati, how will it be there for whom? Bhujyamanasya prarabdham. Now prarabdham also we know now. Prarabdham is prak arabdha karma. So that package of adrishta, punya and papa which has already begun to manifest in my life from birth onwards. Yeah? So day after day, moment after moment, we see the prarabdha is unfolding. We are confronted with it. But the problem is, I do not know what it's going to be. And actually, it's fortunately, I do not know. If I knew what is going to happen to me, I will never be able to be at peace, right? So fortunately, it is hidden from my knowledge. Yeah? So prarabdham is the current of my present karma, which is unfolding, and bhujyamanasya. Bhujyamanasya is Shashti Ekavachanam for the one who is experiencing prarabdham. In other words, us, the jiva. For the jiva who is experiencing the prarabdha ups and downs, how can there be unwavering devotion, O Lord? Now, there is no problem in experiencing the ups of prarabdha, right? When punya karma phalam is experienced, it is a joyful moment, right? Some favorable situation and some gain is there, some happy moments, and we don't suffer. We don't even ask the question why I should experience this. But when there is a challenging and testing time of an unfavorable prarabdha, health-related issues, loss of something or someone, then the questions come, why me? This is unfair. So Bhudevi asked the question, how can one have the devotion even then? Katham bhavati bhaktihi abhyavicharini he prabho prarabdham bhujya manasya. So we all get jolted, no? At times, it's like, Swamiji will say, going on a speed breaker without knowing. Suddenly there is a break or a jolt in one's life. Yeah, so this is the opening question of this Gita Mahatmyam. And all of the verses following is how Mahavishnu is going to answer. No? Verse 2. Shri Vishnuruvacha Prarabdham Bhujyamano hi Gītābhyāsaratas sada Samuktasya sukhi loke Karmana nopalipyate Prarabdham bhujyamano hi Gītābhyāsaratas sada Samuktasya sukhi loke Karmana nopalipyate. Shri Vishnu Uvacha, Mahavishnu answers. Prarabdham bhujyamanaha hi Gītābhyāsarataha sada. Saha muktaha saha sukhi loke. Karmana na upalipyate. Simple Sanskritam. For those who are studying Sanskrit, you can easily decode these shlokas. No? So Mahavishnu answers, for the one who is experiencing bhujyamanaha, the prarabdham, indeed, what is the way out of the suffering? Gita abhyasa rataha. Sada. No, not in fits and bursts, but constantly to be a serious student of Gita. To do Gita abhyasa and to enjoy listening to the Gita and interpret it, dwell on its meaning, is the word Gita Bhyasarataha. Sada, always. Yeah? Or as often as possible as my stage in my life permits. Then such a one will be muktaha, free. We have seen the first stage of sannyasa in everyone's life is to be a karma yogi. And the karma yogi is free from anxiety in the mind because he's freed the mind from attachment to the result. And what to speak of the jnani who has gained the Atma Jnanam? He is forever muktaha, Jivan muktaha. So both meanings we can take here. So the one who revels in the study of the Gita, saha muktaha, saha sukhi, is full of anandam. Nowadays, even when somebody looks happy, the question is asked, why are you happy? Why are you happy? So we think that happiness has to be centered on some kind of external object, something that I've gained. But Vedanta Shastra says, the Atma Sukham is Nirnimittam Sukham. Nirnimittam means there is no nimitta. It is Swarupananda. And that is what the Gita study gives us. To be happy without a reason. Whether something is there or not. And whatever be the circumstances, there is a Swarupananda. So such a person enjoys freedom and enjoys the joy of Swarupananda in this world, Loki. And karmana na upalipyate. Upalipyate means being afflicted. And such a serious student of Gita will not be afflicted by karma. No? So we have seen the Sanchita and Agami is anyway burnt by the fire of knowledge. But the Prarabdha has to be exhausted by experience. Yeah? It is not going to miraculously vanish. But the Gita student will get this jnana kavacham, by which even if there is physical pain, there will not be emotional suffering. That's the idea. The mind will not be afflicted. FIR will decrease. Frequency, intensity, recovery period, from a reaction. All that is going to go down as we study more and more. Then Mahavishnu continues. Mahapapadi papani, Mahapapadi papani, Gita dhyanam karoti chet, Gita dhyanam karoti chet, Kvachit sparshanna kurvanti, Kvachit sparshanna kurvanti, Nalini dhanamam bhuvat. Nalini dhanamam bhuvat. Mahapapadi papani, Gita dhyanam karoti chet, Kvachit sparshanna kurvanti, Nalini dhanamam bhuvat. So Mahapapadi papani. So papa. Papa is when some action has been done which has gone against the Shastras. Some Pratishiddha karmas, maybe one was under pressure or compromised on some, on Satyam. So Papas, everybody will have this Mishra karmas, Punya karma phalam and Papa karma phalam across janmas, not only from this janma, but the Sanchita will have all of it stacked up, it's a stack. And the Prarabdha karma has been popped off the Sanchita stack to be exhausted in this janma. But here Mahavishnu says, Karoti chet, if one does Gita Dhyanam, contemplating on the wisdom of the Gita, which we all have done for a few years now, Gita Dhyanam Karoti chet, Mahapapadi papani, all those papas, which we may have done deliberately, under pressure, or accidentally, not desiring some wrongdoing. Yeah? Both are possible, but they will have their karma phala. But then these papas, kvachit sparshan na kurvanti, they will not even touch the person, the jiva. They will not afflict the jiva. Just as there is a beautiful and very well-known analogy here, Nalini dalam ambuvat. Ambu means water. Nalini dalam means the lotus leaf. Yeah? Now, we know that the waters do not wet the lotus leaf. Rather, they look like pearls. Yeah? So, there is no sambandha between the water and the surface of the leaf. So, this is a very common analogy used to say that the jnani, or the one who has absorbed the wisdom of the Gita, the Moksha Shastra Gita, will not be touched by karma phalam. Yeah? Generally, we are concerned with the papa karma phalam, right? The punya karma phalam doesn't bother me so much, but the jnani will also be distanced from the punya karma phalam also. Yeah, remember the Punya Karma Phalam is a golden prison and Papa Karma Phalam is a iron prison. Yeah? So the Jnani goes beyond both, beyond karma, the wheel of karma, by gaining the wisdom. Yeah? So this talks about how, by the study of the Gita, once you gain Jnanam, we are not affected by the karmas. So it is like watching the drama of my own life instead of being immersed and entangled in it. So the Vedanta Shastra gives us that kind of distancing. And then next verse. Sometimes the verses are more than one coupled together. Now the significance of keeping the Gita book at home is going to be talked about. Gitaya pustakam yatra patha pravartate tatra sarvani tirthani prayagadini tatra vai प्रयागादीनि तत्र वै गीताया पुस्तकं यत्र यत्र पाठः प्रवर्तते तत्र सर्वाणि तीर्थानि प्रयागादीनि तत्र वै. Easy to understand. Gitayaha pustakam, the book of Gita. Yeah. Now, there may be a question. See, Gita is Akaranta Strilinga Shabda. Yeah. And it is not really, but the song, a song in Sanskritam is Gitam, not Gita. Gitam, Gite, Gitani. Yeah. So why is the song become Gita? There is a famous question and many commentators have written about it. Yeah? One answer is Upanishad. The word Upanishad is a Strilinga Shabda. And Gita is the essence of the Upanishads. Yeah? So the Gita has become Gita. So Gita, which refers to the Upadesha. But here, the glory of just keeping the book is talked about. Gitayaha Pustakam, the book of the Gita, Yatra Yatra Pathaha Pravartate, where it is present, then what? Tatra Sarvani Tirthani Prayagadini Tatra Vai. Just having books like Gita, we can include other books also, Bhagavatam, Ramayana, or our Ramanama chanting books. They all become a temple at home, and it is like our home becomes a Tirtha Kshetram. So the example here is Prayaga Adi. Adi is etc. So, Bharatadesha is so famous for all the Tirtha Sthanams, right? Any direction you go. Yesterday we all experienced a beautiful Jagannatha Yatra in the east. Then we have Badrinath, Rishikesh, and all in the north. Then Kashi and Rameshwaram in the south, Dwarka in the west. So, Prayaga is in Uttar Pradesh, as you know. Thankfully, the name changed from Allahabad to Prayagraj. So Prayag, I have been to Prayag. It's very beautiful. You see the confluence of the rivers, Ganga, Yamuna, and Saraswati. So when we were in the boat, then I asked the guide, I said, where can we see Saraswati? Saraswati is flowing underground, right? And dried up, mostly dried up. So then the guide said, see, there bubbles are coming up to the surface. So that is the Saraswati manifesting her presence on the surface. And then the color difference between Ganga and Yamuna also can be seen. Yeah? So that is, I think when I went there was a Kumbh Mela. Yeah? So Prayag. So why do we go to Tirtha Kshetrams? To purify, right? And we go there and have a dip in the Ganga or the temples, and then we come back and there is a definite change of perception, of freshness is there. So here Mahavishnu says, you need not go anywhere, just keep a Gita book in your own home, and all the Tirtha Kshetrams, it is equivalent to having all the Tirtha Kshetrams in your very home. And that word vai is for emphasis, indeed, definitely. Then what else? And in a home where Gita study happens, Vichara happens, the book is there, the photo is there, and we are sharing the wisdom. Sarve devaha cha rishayaha yoginaha pannagaha ye cha gopalaha gopikaha va api narada uddhava Parshada. So these are various classes, categories. All the devatas will be present there, the rishi, munis, yogis, then pannagas are also a class of devotees, gopalas, cowherds, gopikas, and Narada Devarishi, Uddhava, the devotee, and Parshadas. Parshadas are also devotees. So these are all going to be present in a sukshma state, the subtle bodies. There are so many Chiranjeevis in the world today. Yeah. So where the Gita is there, it has the power to attract all these, celestial beings in that home. So Mahavishnu is indicating that there is a power in the Shastras when they are just even bought and kept in the home. What to speak of when we chant it and understand it with meaning. Yeah? So all those benefits are going to come now. Yeah? Then, Sahayo jayate shighram, Sahayo jayate shighram, Yatra Gita pravartate, Yatra Gita pravartate, Yatra Gita vicharascha, Yatra Gita vicharascha, Pathanam pathanam shrutam, Pathanam pathanam shrutam. First, we'll see this. Sahayaha. Sahayaha means help. Jayate will be there, will be born. Shighram. So, where we have all this, the Gita book and the study, Yatra Gita pravartate, where Gita is, studied and worshipped and revered. Shighram Sahayaha Jayate. There will be very quick help. Yeah. Now we'll wonder how is that possible. See, modern day children, they're questioning all the time, right? There is not much shraddha and obedience we cannot see in today's generation, but they're very smart. So they'll say, Appa, if I do Sandhya Vandanam, Gayatri Japam, what can a book do? What can just chanting a mantra, how will it give me a bright intellect? Then how will the parents answer? So if they don't know the answer, they'll just say, keep quiet, do as you're told. But an informed parent will say, you try it out, experiment. For 20 days, you be a vegetarian, you do japam, you offer some archana, and then you see what is the state of mind, how is your concentration level and flexibility in the body. So like that. So here Mahavishnu says, where the Gita's presence is there in the home, the help will come quickly. So the help to tide over the difficult circumstances in our life. I told you Mahatma Gandhi, not only Indians, so many Western philosophers have praised the Gita and talking about how they derived so much insights, inspiration in their most difficult times of their lives. That is what is meant here. Sahayaha jayate shighram. And also when we see in our homes, what is the room that is most inspiring and calm? Definitely it will be the puja room, right? In the bedroom, you will feel sleepy. In the drawing room, TV is on, or there will be some social atmosphere there. But when we sit in the puja room where our parents and grandparents and everybody has done only puja, and you will find an answer to our questions, our problems in life. You just sit for 2 minutes. It's like a high energy zone. We'll feel recharged. So that is what is meant here. Yeah? Help will come in the form of a thought or some form of help will come shighram, where Gita Vichara is done. Then Krishna says, Tatraham nishchitam prithvi, Tatraham nishchitam prithvi, Nivasami sadaivahi, Nivasami sadaivahi. Then Krishna says, O Prithvi, O Bhumi Devi, Tatra, there, Aham nishchitam nivasami. I am definitely present. So where there is Gita, Krishna is going to be present. The Sukshma protection is there. Sada eva hi. So this is the grace of Bhagavan is there. If even just a book is kept, and if the books, we look into the book and chant it and understand it, then more of Krishna will become evident in our life and in our homes. Next. Bhagavan Vishnu continues. Gita Shrayeham Tishtami, Gita Shrayeham Tishtami, गीता मे चोत्तमं गृहम् गीता मे चोत्तमं गृहम् गीता ज्ञानमुपाश्रित्य गीता ज्ञानमुपाश्रित्य त्रीन् लोकान् पालयाम्यहम् त्रीन् लोकान् पालयाम्यहम्. Here, 7th Krishna says, Aham tishtami, I abide. Gita Shrayeham. So, Bhagavan Krishna says, I am taking refuge in the Gita. So, because the Gita wisdom is eternal. And Bhagavan says, I or my life is also anchored and centered in this wisdom. And Gita is me uttamam graham. It is my best residence or abode. The book, the Gita, or the teachings. This is where I'm truly present, Krishna says. I'm not just in Dwaraka and Puri and all these places, but I am there visibly in the form of the teachings of the Gita. Uttamam graham me Gita. Then Gita Jnanam Upashritya. Upashritya is taking refuge in the Gita Jnanam. See who is talking? Mahavishnu is talking. That I take refuge in the Gita Jnanam. And what do? Treen lokan palayami aham. Palayami is uphold or sustain. No? So Mahavishnu is talking here as Ishvara, who is upholding the three worlds. Bhuhu, Bhuvaha, Suvaha. Upholding means sustaining them, dissolving them, and manifesting them. How? By the wisdom of the Gita. So Gita Jnanam Upashritya, I uphold and sustain all the worlds. No? The worlds and whatever is going to happen in them. So this refers to the avatars. So in every yuga, how the avatars appear and manifest, yeah, and then they are upholding the lokas based on the Gita wisdom, which we have studied. So I protect the three worlds by the Gita wisdom. Then, and the glory of the Gita continues. Gita me parama vidya brahma rupana sanshayah. Gita me parama vidya brahma rupana sanshayah. Ardhamatrakshara nitya Ardhamatrakshara nitya Swanirvachya padatmika Swanirvachya padatmika. So here Bhagavan says, Gita me parama vidya. Gita is my paravidya, is the highest knowledge. We have seen how there are two kinds of knowledge, right? One is apara vidya, which includes the knowledge of the world. What do I need to survive in this world? It's very useful. Like right now, the language is so important, for me to communicate, for you to understand. But it is apara vidya. So parama vidya is that which is the highest vidya, which is atma jnana. So Bhagavan says, Gita is my higher knowledge and it is Brahma Rupa. Brahma Rupa is, it is talking about my Paraprakriti. The supreme nature of the supreme reality is the content of the Gita Shastra. Na samshaya, there is no doubt in this. Artha Matra Akshara Nitya. And this Bhagavad Gita, although the context is in the Bharata Desha, Dwapara Yoga context, yeah. So this syllable Gita is referred to as Ardha Matra. Matra we see in Sanskritam as the duration of time, right? So this is called Gita. So it's like half a matra. Akshara. So the knowledge and the Gita is about the imperishable Atma, which is eternal, Nitya. And Swa Anirvachya Padatmika. Swa Anirvachya Padatmika. Now, Anirvachya means indefinable. We have seen this in all the Tattva Bodha lectures and the Gita also, how the nature of the supreme reality is Anirvachya. We cannot, give it a definition or a label. It is aprameya, cannot be experienced by the senses, yeah, and it is that by which the senses function. All this we have seen. So Bhagavan is saying here, the Gita is Swa Anirvachya Padatmika, is that whose content is this my nature, which is Anirvachyam, which is Nityam, which is Akshara. So basically, this shloka number 8 is talking about the Nityavastu Atma, which is the Para Prakriti Swarupa of Krishna, and which is the content of the Gita. Then the 9th one, Chidanandena Krishnena Prokta Swamukhatorjunam Vedatrayi Parananda Tattvartha Jnana Samyuta Chidanandena Krishnena Prokta Swamukhatorjunam Vedatrayi Parananda Tattvartha Jnana Samyuta. So the glory of Gita continues, and Mahavishnu is saying the Gita is prokta, is taught by whom? Chidanandena Krishnena. Tritiya Ekavachanam, yeah, instrumental, by none other than Krishna, who is the embodiment of Chidananda, of joy, yeah, and Jnana Sarupa. Then Swamukhataha, by his own mouth, that is Narayanena Swayam. We see in the Gita Dhyana Shloka now. So by oneself, prokta, it is taught or unfolded to whom? Arjunam. So Chidanandena Krishnena prokta Swamukhataha Arjuna. Arjuna is the Shishya. And this Gita is a Vedatrayi. Vedatrayi means the essence of the Vedas. And just because 3 Vedas are mentioned does not mean we don't include the 4th. We can include Atharvana, all Rig, Yajus, Sama, Atharvana. So Vedatrayi, essence of the Vedas, and it is Parananda. We saw that meaning earlier. How the essence of the Gita is to bestow the Paramananda, which is Nirnimittam. Yeah? And as opposed to Vishyananda, Yogananda, all this Ananda which comes from Samyoga, which is coming from a union of a sense organ with a sense object. But Parananda is that which is Swarupananda. And the Gita is Tattvartha Jnana Samyuta. Samyuta means endowed with. Endowed with what? Tattva Jnanam. Tattvasya artham iti tattvartham tasya jnanam. Tattvartha Jnanam. So this also is there, the knowledge of the supreme reality. And yeah, so we have seen how the Gita, although it is a Smriti, it is given the status of a Shruti. Yeah? Shruti because it is a Gita Upanishad, essence of all the Vedas, essence of the Upanishads. And hence, that is glorified here. Now Bhagavan is going to talk about, very, very specific Phalashruti. What is the benefits of studying the Gita. योष्टादश जपो नित्यम् योष्टादश जपो नित्यम् नरो निश्चलमानसः नरो निश्चलमानसः ज्ञानसिद्धिं सलभते ज्ञानसिद्धिं सलभते ततो याति परं पदम् ततो याति परं पदम् यः अष्टादश जपः नित्यं नरः. The verb we have to supply. Karoti. Yaha naraha. That person who nityam always does what? Ashtadasha japaha. That means the one who chants all the 18 chapters of the Gita nityam. Nityam means every day. You know, there are some swamis or sadhakas who do this as a daily sadhana. Just as we would do Vishnu Sahasranamam or a puja every day, their sadhana is to recite 18 chapters. And we know how long it takes. Minimum 2.5 hours if the speed is good. Otherwise, 3 hours. Yeah. So devoting 3 hours of the 24 hours in a day, this Naraha is doing that. Ashtadasha japa. Then what is the phalam there? Nischala manasaha. So the manas, the mind will be very calm and steady. Nischala manasaha. And further, jnana siddhim saha labhate. Just imagine, reading all the 18 chapters every day. How clear and calm and pure the mind will be. If somehow we can take the time. Some people do it on Ekadashis, twice a month. We do it on Gita Jayanti once a year. We have to step up the frequency. Yeah. So there are some people who do it every day because their sankalpa is so strong. And what else do they gain? Jnana siddhim. Perfection in knowledge. This is called Shabdartham. So when we chant, not only will the Samskrita aksharas go into the mind, but the Sukshma vibration goes into the mind. One earns the grace of Bhagavan and it's a punya karmas. So perfection in knowledge, and then tataha yati param padam. And then eventually this person will gain the param padam. And Shankaracharya makes it clear that param padam is to be taken as moksha. To be taken as moksha, from where there is no return to samsara. Yatkatva na nivartanti comes in the Gita also. 11. Pathe samarthas sampurne Pathe samarthas sampurne Tatordham pathamachare Tatordham Godanajam punyam Tada Godanajam punyam Labhate natra samshayaha Labhate natra samshayaha. Yeah. So here, then Bhagavan begins to step. See, 18 chapters Gita has. But supposing Pathe asamarthaha sampurne. Still. Yeah, I lost you all for some briefly. Was it too long? 1 minute, 2 minutes? Okay, 1 minute. Let me share the screen again. Yeah. So we were looking at the 11th verse, I think. Now, the person who chants 18 chapters every day, obviously the mind is very calm and pure, and eventually he'll gain the knowledge. Then what about the person who cannot chant 18? That is told in 11. Pathe samartha sampurne tatortham pathamachare tada godanajam punyam labhate natra samshayaha. Pathe asamartha sampurne. If the Sampurna Gita cannot be chanted for whatever reason, I have other duties, responsibilities, tataha, then ardham patham achare. How about doing half the Gita? 9 chapters. Then what is the phalam of chanting 9 chapters? Tada godanajam punyam labhate. Chanting 9 chapters of the Gita every day amounts to the punyam of having donated a cow. Yeah? Godanam. Godanajam punyam is the punyam that manifests from donating a cow. Now we know how sacred the cow is. No? The cow is a symbol of prosperity. It's a Vedic symbol, and that is why all the Gurukulams will always have a Goshala. Because when the mother is present, Kamadhenu, cow is present, there will not be any lack or insufficiency in the ashram. Funds will come in. That is one belief there. So, donating a cow is considered such a great meritorious effect, punya karma, and chanting 9 chapters, half of the Gita, amounts to that punyam. Na atra samshayaha, there is no doubt about this. And further, Krishna is going to keep discounting. Tribhagam pathamanastu, Tribhagam pathamanastu, Ganga snana phalam labhet, Ganga snana phalam labhet, Shadansha japamanastu, Shadansham japamanastu, Somayaga phalam labhet, Somayaga phalam labhet. Labhet means would gain. Vidhiling lakara in Sanskrit. Would gain. Yeah. Now Tribhagam. So if we divide the Gita chapters into 3, yeah. Remember Tattvamasi 666. So Tribhagam Pathamanaha 2. Okay, if we don't have time to recite 9 chapters, let's chant 1/3 of the Gita, which is 6 chapters. Then what is the phalam? Ganga Snana phalam. Now we are all aware how everybody from all over the world, we go to have a dip in the Ganga to purify. In fact, not 1 dip, but 3 dips for the 3 bodies. Yeah? And not just once, but frequently. And we bring back also Ganga Jalam. So Ganga has that sanctity attached to the river. So here Bhagavan says chanting 6 chapters is equivalent to, getting the punya of a Ganga Snanam. Then Shadansha. Can you all hear me now? Yeah. Shadamsha. Shadamsha means 1/6. So how about chanting 1/6 of the Gita, which is 3 chapters? Shadamsham Japamanahatu. That will give the punya of having done a Somayaga. Now, we have heard of Somayaga so many times by now. Soma is that healing juice, Soma juice is talked about, no? And it is a very big yaga which is done to heal the environment. Heal the environment, it's very medicinal and curative. Yeah? So people do that or used to do that a lot to heal the environment. Just like one would do Sudarshana Homa. Sudarshana Homa is also a modern day equivalent to clear some form of negativity in our home or in the environment or neighborhood. Yeah. So the equivalent in Vedic times, the ritual is called Somayaga. And that phalam of having performed the Somayaga, one would get by chanting 3 chapters of the Gita. Shadamsham Japamanaha. Then what? Ekadhyayantu yo nityam. Ekadhyayantu yo nityam. Pathate bhakti sanyutaha. Pathate bhakti sanyutaha. Rudralokamavapnoti. Rudralokamavapnoti. Gano bhutva vasechiram. Gano bhutva vasechiram. Then Bhagwan has discounted to 1 chapter. Eka Adhyaya. Yeah. Now, I'm sure most of us do at least 1 chapter. And which one is that? Chapter 15. Chapter 15 is chanted at meal times. If you're on the Gurukulam, you cannot but by heart this chapter, because every lunchtime is preceded by chapter 15, which is a short chapter, 20 shlokas. So Bhagavan says, if you can chant 1 chapter, Eka Adhyaya, Yaha Nityam Patate, with devotion, Bhakti Samyutaha, yeah, with devotion, with understanding, then what is the phalam? Rudralokam avapnoti. One will gain the Shivaloka, Rudraloka. Then what will happen there? Ganaha Bhutva. One will gain the status of becoming a Shivagana, attendant. And Vaset, one would dwell in the Shivaloka or Rudraloka. Chiram. Chiram means for a long time. See, all these loka descriptions, Shivalokam, Vaikuntham, Swargas, these are all Pauranika descriptions. Descriptions of some space where there is no suffering, no aging, no disease, no mosquitoes, perhaps no power cuts, some comfortable, place where there will be concerts and dance and no lack, no samsara. But then, how long will that last? Even the Vedic heaven is not nityam. Kshine punye punaravi mrityaloke vishanti. So when the punya is exhausted, one, has to abandon that Svargaloka and return to be reborn again in the Mrityaloka. So the point here Shankaracharya says is that only in the Narajanma can we have the aspiration for moksha. So Narajanma is moksha dwara. Yeah. But then these are the phalams that are described for people who can do so much. Yeah. Then even if 1 chapter is not possible, next one, Adhyayam Shlokapadam Va. Adhyayam Shlokapadam Va. Nityam Yah Pathati Naraha. Nityam Yah Pathati Naraha. Sayati Naratam Yavat. Sayati Naratam Yavat. Manvantaram Vasundhare. Manvantaram Vasundhare. Hey Vasundhare. Mahavishnu is addressing Mother Earth. Adhyayam Shloka Padam Va. Okay, 1 chapter is also difficult, means Shloka Padam we can take as 1/4 of a Adhyaya. Let us say a quarter of a chapter if one were to study. Nityam Yaha Patate. Some people like Gandhiji had memorized the 18 shlokas at the end of chapter 2, the Sita Prajna verses. Remember? Prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manudatan up to Esha Brahmi Sati Partha Nainam Prapya Vimukhyati, 72nd shloka of chapter 2. About 18 shlokas. So that would be 1/4 of the chapter 2. And Gandhiji's sadhana was to chant this every day. So like that, people have different preferences. So then what happens to such a person? Saha yati naratam yavat manvantaram. So then this manvantaram, what is our manvantaram now? We know that we are in the under the administration of the seventh Manu. Yeah. So Manu is like, is given a duration of time, cosmic time to administer. So we are in the Vaivasvata Manvantara, yeah, the seventh Manu. Yeah. Then here it is said that within that cosmic duration, which itself is millions of years, one will be born only as a Nara. Narajanma Jantunam Durlabha. So we know that out of the 84 lakhs of janmas possible, the Narajanma will be there for this person who chants even 1/4 of a chapter of the Gita. Yeah. So we see how all this, Parishruti, whether it is true or not, it may sound exaggerated and, but it is all Shraddha based. And ultimately, the purpose is to encourage the study of the Gita. That we should not forget. So it is motivating us to take up the study of Gita and become the serious student of Gita. We have seen in chapter 18 also how the casual student of Gita benefits by a Punya Loka. But the serious student, Bhagavan says, will come to me. Mam Eshyati. So something similar is happening here. Then 15. Gitaya Shloka Dashakam Sapta Pancha Chatushtayan. Gitaya Shloka Dashakam Sapta Pancha Chatushtayan. Dvau Trinekam Tadartham Va. Dvau Trinekam Tadartham Va. Shlokanam Yapate Naraha. Shlokanam Yapate Naraha. Then further discounting by Bhagavan, says Gita Yaha Shloka Dashakam. Okay, chant 10 shlokas of the Gita, Sapta 7, Pancha 5, Chatushtayam 4, Dvau 2, Trin 3, Ekam 1, and if not 1, Ardham. Just imagine we say Sarvadharman Parityajya. That will be quarter. That's it for the day. So, Bhagavan is saying each and every akshara is so precious in the Gita. Okay, as per Yatha Shakti, as per your capacity, you chant however many shlokas you can. Yeah. Ardham shloka will be 2 padas. Shlokanam Yaha Pathet Naraha. So that Naraha who would do this, what is the phalam? Chandralokam avapnoti varshanam ayutam dhruvam. So that person will attain Chandraloka. Now where is Chandraloka? We don't know. So we have not been there, or if you have been there, there is no memory. We'll find out. So Chandralokam is Shraddha based. The lunar regions, again some kind of a Swarga he will gain. And how long he will remain there? Ayutam Dhruvam Varshanam. For 10,000 years. Dhruvam. Yeah. Then the last line here is Gita Patha Samayuktaha Mritaha Manushatam Vrajet. Mritaha. Mritaha means the one who is departed from this loka. The dying one, Gita Patha Samayukta. If one has studied the Gita, then that person will be born as with a Manushya Jivan again. Gita has told this also before, that however much we have gained, the wisdom is not lost. It's a carry forward. And then the same Gita wisdom will take the jiva to the next favorable environment or janma where the thread will be picked up. So there are few more verses. We have to be patient. गीताभ्यासं पुनः कृत्वा लभते मुक्तिमुत्तमाम् गीताभ्यासं पुनः कृत्वा लभते मुक्तिमुत्तमाम् गीतेत्युच्चार संयुक्तः म्रियमाणो गतिं लभेत् गीतेत्युच्चार संयुक्तः म्रियमाणो गतिं लभेत्. So the one who does Gita Abhyasa Labhate Muktim Uttamam attains the highest mukti, that is moksha. Then Gita iti Uchchara Samyukta Mriyamanaha. See, the one in our culture, it's a very beautiful thing that in the last moments of the life, what do? We make sure there is some Ganga Jalam at hand. Then we chant Vishnu Sahasranamam, or we chant Gita, something auspicious, or Omkara. Yeah? So that is meant here, told here, that the one whose last moment is approaching, Mriyamanaha, then if he were to just even utter the word Gita, Gita iti uchchara samyuktaha gatim labhe, he will have Satgati. Satgati is the higher birth, and see, that is why we also there are names, the children are named like Narayana and Gita, Lalita, because when we remember them, then we are in contact with that sukshma vibration, which is the essence of the name. Ajamila story, I think now everybody knows how at the last moment Ajamila will call his name of favorite son, Narayana, Narayana. And then the Yamadutas could not take the prana away of Ajamila because, the Vishnu messengers were also coming there. So there are some such stories again to encourage the immersion in the Gita study. 18th. Gītārtha Shravana Saktaha Gītārtha Shravana Saktaha Mahapāpayutopi va Vaikuntham Samavapnoti Vishnuna Sahamodate Vishnuna Sahamodate. The one who has asakti is immersed in the Gita Artha Shravanam. See, when we just recite the Gita, then we are only getting Shabda Jnanam, the knowledge of the Aksharas and their vibration. But here, Gitartha, Gitayaha Artha Shravana. When the wisdom of the Gita, Shravanam is done, Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasam, Mahapapa Yutaha Api. Even if the person has committed high degree offenses, would gain what? Vaikuntham. Vaikuntham Sama Vapnoti. And Vishnuna Saha Modate. So he would attain the Vishnu Loka and have communion with Vishnu. So there are these descriptions, to have the Sanidhyam, Sayujyam with Mahavishnu in Vaikuntha. But again, Shankaracharya many times he clarifies that a loka need not be some space in time. Rather, a loka is a state of the mind. So when I enjoy unconditional happiness, contentment, then right now here in my mind is Vaikuntha, my mind is Kailasa. And if there is suffering and I'm going through an intense period, then that is Naraka right here. So these descriptions of Naraka and Sargas, although they're there in Puranas, but Shankaracharya will explain that as the present understanding. Then the last few verses here. Gītārtham dhyāyate nityam kritva karmāni bhūrishah jivan muktasya vigneyaha dehante paramam padam. So the one who meditates on the Gita Artha, then the karmas will not touch the person. The person becomes a Jivan Muktaha, Savigneyaha, and Dehante, at the end of when the Deha drops, Paramam Padam. So this is Videha Mukti will also be there. Freed from the bondage of karma and the bondage of birth and death cycle. Jivan Mukta. गीतामाश्रित्य बहवः भूभुजो जनकादयः निर्धूतकल्मषालोके गीतायाताः परं पदम्. Then Geetam Ashritya Bahavaha Bhubhujah Janakadayah. Janaka, the great king Janaka of Mithila, such great Raja Rishis were there, Bhubhujah, who also took recourse or refuge in Gita, and they became what? Nirdhuta Kalmashas, freed from the papas, Kalmasham, Loki, and they have all attained the Param Padam. You see, the Prarabdha can be a very busy and active life, but there is a total internal transformation, which we see in the lives of such great kings, even emperors. So that just shows that if emperors can take time out to study Gita, then definitely we should also allot time for the Gita study. Gitaya patanam kritva mahatmyam naiva yah patet vritha patho bhavet tasya shrama eva hyudakritah. Gitayaha patanam kritva mahatmyam naiva yah patet. So here Mahavishnu concludes now by saying, the one who studies the whole Gita, Gitayaha patanam kritva, having studied 18 chapters of Gita, which some of us have concluded recently, but who has not studied this Mahatmyam. Mahatmyam naiva yaha patet. Then what? Vritha. That shramaha, the pataha shramaha, would be vritha, a futile effort. Yeah? So, it is said, it is said that if one were to study the complete Gita, all the chapters, having done Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasam, but one has not concluded what we are doing today, the Mahatmyam, then it is a futile waste, vritha. Now again, we should not take this literally, So this is again just to encourage us to go through the Mahatmyam to understand the glory and the greatness of Gita. Yeah? Then, Etan Mahatmya Samyuktam Gita Dhyasam Karoti Yaha Satat Phalamavapnoti Durlabham Gatimapnuyat. Etat Mahatmya Samyuktam Gitabhyasam Karoti Yaha. So the one who does the complete round of Gita along with this Mahatmyam would gain all this phalam. See, traditionally, especially in the north, this Gita Mahatmyam, what we did today, is sometimes done in the beginning also, but definitely at the end. And so all this phalam mentioned therein, one would gain apnoti, and also durlabham gatim. That the goal, the parama purushartha, which is durlabha, not easy, also one would gain. And now this is really the concluding verse. Suta uvacha mahatmyametad gitayaha mahatmyametad gitayaha maya proktam sanatana गीतान्ते च पठेत्यस्तु गीतान्ते च पठेत्यस्तु यदुक्तं तत्फलं लभेत् यदुक्तं तत्फलं लभेत्. Suta Uvacha. Now, who is the Suta? No, the Suta is the name of a great Rishi. So, actually, the Rishi is narrating this dialogue in the Varaha Purana. And what does this Maharishi say? Etad Gitayaha Mahatmyam. This glory of the Gita, Maya Proktam, that I have narrated, is Sanatana. Sanatana means universal, eternal, ever present. So the Gita is not, the copyright of Hindus. The Gita is a universal scripture. The context and background is Indian, no doubt, but the wisdom is eternal, Sanatanam. And then Gitante, at the end of the Gita study circle, the one who would read this, read what? Mahatmyam. Yat Uttam Tat Phalam Labhe, would gain all the phalam. Yeah? Now, the phalam, we saw the various degrees of phalam, how Bhagavan steps down, 18 chapters, 9, 6, 3, 1 shloka. So, just keeping a Gita book. Yeah? So, we need all the Punya Karma phalam to have favorable circumstances and opportunities for more and more Shravana and to neutralize the negativities that will appear in my life. That which can suddenly pull me away from the pursuit of Jnanam can also happen. But if we do all these, minimum keep a Gita book at home, and maximum is study the Gita thoroughly every day. Vidama Padikano Gita, that is the message. Uninterrupted study of the Gita is the message of the Mahatmya. And then Yaduktam Tatphalam Labhi. So that is a little longer version of the Mahatmyam, which we saw today. And iti Sri Varaha Purane Sri Gita Mahatmyam Sampurnam. Thus ends the Gita Mahatmyam, which appears in the Varaha Purana. So you see, even our PM, Modi, you may have heard that whenever he, goes to international conferences, he said he always brings a gift from India, and that is the Gita book. So whether the Chinese delegate or American delegate is going to use it, we don't know. But even the giving is a punya karma, and that just keeping the book is going to help, as we just saw in the Gita Mahatmya. So I also always carry a pocket Gita, because anywhere we can make use of it. Yes, you're queued up in the bank or waiting for the bus or the taxi or some waiting period, we can study the Gitas. Some of you are memorizing Gita shlokas. You can write summaries on the Gita shlokas, and we can share it. Swamiji will say, just find some victim, friends or colleagues, and then just share your understanding. Some of my older students are doing that. One Srinivas, he is sharing the Gita wisdom with his colleagues, and we don't know how much it can help others. That little bit of insight which we have gained can help somebody who is in deep suffering, or some depression may be there. So that is the glory of the Gita. So we will end here. Oh, and some people come back to the first verse. Atha prathamodhyayaha dhritarashtra uvacha dharma kshetre kurukshetre samaveta yutsavaha mamaka pandavaschaiva kimakurvata san. Om Purnamada पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ तत्सत्।